Cheers. Welcome to episode 2.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said testing. I was testing.
Testing the cocktail.
Oh, do you know, this really reminds me of something.
You can't drink it before we cheers.
No, I
you
wouldn't.
keep breaking that rule. Cheers.
Oh,
well.
let's try again. Let's try again.
I don't want it to spill.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a bit better. Less aggressive is key.
Do you know what? There's a texture to this. I hope there's a good story to it.
God, I really gulped that down.
Mm.
Oh. Now, that is good, isn't it?
Am I
Now,
right in
see.
thinking it's a little menthol?
No, you're incorrect entirely. There's
Okay.
no menthol.
No.
No.
Well, look at that. Drips around the top.
God, you've gotten through that quickly. So this is what I would imagine would be served at a spring-summer wedding
I thought
in
you were going to
Italy.
say bar mitzvah.
Yes, it could.
Couldn't
It's
it?
quite bar mitzvahian.
Was it a spring-summer wedding?
Gosh. Yes.
So we all arrive. Let me get
Yeah.
Let me
This is
get
the
scene.
welcome cocktail.
Okay, what's the dress like?
So
What's the dress
my
like?
dress would be
Are you getting
pale-
married? Is it you?
No, I'm a guest. Mine is pastel. So it's light blue and lilac with pops of pale pink, and it's very floaty and sort of a bit frilly, but like gentle frills. And it's just so nice. And it's full length. I've got it all sorted. And in my
that
hand
sounds
would
lovely,
be
darling.
this beveragino,
Ooh.
which colour-wise is a sort of very muted orange.
I would say,
Tangerine.
actually, it's a opaque coral. Pale coral. Opaque strawberry coral.
That's really nice.
Do you want to know what I'd wear?
Yep.
I would actually not wear anything because I wouldn't want
You
to...
can't go naked.
Why?
To a wedding.
Lady Godiva did.
I only know the chocolates.
But I thought if I went naked, it would, it would not draw away the attention from the cocktails and the bride.
You'd be most incorrect.
Oh,
Let's not do that.
okay. What shall I wear then?
Definitely not a fascinator, that's for sure. Don't think
Oh, God,
they
the
are for
fascinator
you.
story.
The fascinator story.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
I wore a
can't-
fascinator
yeah.
to a wedding,
Do tell.
and it was so horrendous. I kept trying to find places to hide it, didn't I?
You hated it so much. You kept trying to take it off and hide it around the venue to pretend that you'd lost it.
And then in front of everyone, along came this lady who thought she had saved the world.
The little sort of loo attendant.
The loo attendant turned up in front of everyone and said to me,
Waving the fascinator at you.
waving the fascinator. Excuse me, madam, I think I remember seeing you in this earlier. Did you leave it in the ladies' bathroom? And I said, oh my God, no, I've been looking for that for hours.
What a saviour you are.
Oh,
God.
no more fascinators. I might go quite plain.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, no, I love choosing wedding outfits, do you?
So this cocktail has a most obscure name, and I can't pronounce it. I've been trying to. I've been practicing saying it for this purpose to say it, but I can't get it right. So it's called the epithalamium. Epithalamium.
The epithalamium. The epithalamium. The epithalamium. What a stupid name.
That
Who
is a
designed
daft name.
that?
I don't know, but it is a signature wedding cocktail.
Right, I'm
according
going to call
someone.
it, this cocktail, I've got a new name for it.
Wonderful. What are you going to call it?
The wedding.
The wedding. That's what we're drinking. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that again, darling.
We're drinking the wedding cocktail.
I've nearly drunk mine.
Oh, God. Well, there's no more.
What's in it?
Oh,
Some of our
shall
newbies.
I give away my secrets?
Yeah,
so I
give away-
made...
Do tell everybody how we made it,
All
and
right.
they can do it and feedback.
Get your little pens and papers out. I made my own pineapple cordial.
How'd you do
Oh,
that?
I'm very smart. You just reduce it, pineapple juice, with sugar and water. So you
Right.
sort of simmer it for a while.
Did you honestly do that?
did
Oh
that,
my
yeah,
God,
did it
it's
today.
beautiful.
That,
Beautiful.
plus dark spiced rum, plus a bit of... what's that stuff called? Like Aperol or Amaro or Campari. Any of those three will do.
Did you put all three in?
No, just... what have I got? Aperol.
Okay.
Plus Amaretto.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a complicated...
Plus Angostura bitters. Plus lemon juice. So it's quite complex.
This is really
Well, it's
one of the
not
most
actually.
complex ones you've done. There's
Potentially,
something
it's just a lot
I
of
can
ingredients.
taste. I don't know. Is the spiced rum from our lovely friends who gifted us... what's it called? Killer rum? No.
No.
Death
Dead Man
Come-
Fingers.
Ah, Dead Man's Fingers.
No, it's not that.
Oh,
But
okay.
I do
This
love
is
that.
different. Yeah.
That you can just drink straight.
That you could drink straight. But
So-
this is delicious. Thank you. Right.
Onwards we go. How was your week? What's been going on? Anything riveting?
Why don't you start?
All right.
Because there's something been going on this week.
That you can't remember, so you're handing it over to me
I
while you
remember
think.
thinking, this is too much for me to handle.
Oh, right.
So put it out of my mind. Problem is, I didn't get it back in my mind
Right.
yet. So you start. How was
So-
what have you been up to?
Been following along on the Oscars, which was last night.
Did you
Sorry
go?
to say, I didn't go, but I did hear that Oppenheimer swept the board again.
Oh, for God's
Which is a
sake,
little
if
bit
this is not
sad.
political, I don't know what
No.
is. We tried to watch that, didn't we, darling?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Oh.
What are you talking about? You're talking about
Oppenheimer.
a different film. What did we
No.
watch the other day? Oppenheimer we haven't given a whirl yet. But
We
I don't
did
have the
Charlotte
capacity
Elizabeth,
for
we
3
did.
hours. Did we?
Yeah, the man started
remember.
talking, and then
Well-
after about 5 minutes, we said, "Oh, hold on, we've got 2 hours 55 left." of
No,
this.
that was Maestro.
No,
Yes.
no. Oh,
Oh,
anyway,
mother.
stop arguing with
the
me. You
delusion.
always argue when you were a little tiny baby. I used to say to you, "Stop arguing."
Oh, gosh.
I'm not arguing. You are arguing. I'm not. What are you doing now then? I'm not arguing. Oh. Anyway.
So they swept the board. Emma Stone won Best Actress for Poor Things, which I can't wait to watch.
Oh, lovely. Is that going to be quite negative? Sounds it.
No,
Because I do find poor things negative.
Yes, well,
I prefer
you
rich
don't
and
like
wealthy
poverty, do you?
Not really. I like helping
You
poverty.
like helping.
I like doing
just
everything
low
I can.
exposure help.
Yeah, I don't mind helping. Good.
So the Oscars have been occurring. Also, annoyingly today, I got another call from Flip Flop in Student Finance. Leave me alone. If you hadn't listened to last week's podcast, you may not know, but they have been harassing me.
Harassing, thank you, darling. Using the right word.
Yes. And yet again today, they called me. And I mean, in England, how many security questions do you need to ask? Just ask me my name and my special password number thingy and my other special number.
Your
and we
secret
should be
number
in.
and your secret thing.
Not what I had for breakfast yesterday and my mother's dog's grandpa's neighbour's
what?
dog's name.
Do you know what? I was in the room when she rang and I thought, what is it? Who's she on the phone to?
Honestly.
She has not. I thought to myself, she better check if this is a real call because you answered about 8 or 9 questions. In the end, I was getting seriously worried, darling.
Yes, I know.
But then when you said who it was, I thought, oh, UK government. They have so many security questions, they make the whole call
It's a
insecure.
nightmare.
So
Yes.
anyone's can hoax it because they're on the phone for
Yes.
half an hour getting security questions answered. So hoaxing,
Oh,
great,
God,
go
it's
ahead.
over-secure.
Over-secure, making it insecure.
So that was
Exactly.
a nightmare. I had to answer all these ridiculous questions.
I wouldn't mind, but 89% of students don't pay their loan back and they lie and they pretend they're not around and they pretend they don't live somewhere. The others pay it off or something. You pay yours, they ask for a certain amount and you double it every
Yep,
month.
I
Oh,
do.
their system can't cope with
No,
double.
no,
Oh,
no,
no,
no.
can't
Don't
cope
give
with
us
that.
more.
Don't give us more. We
So-
want to earn interest.
It's all in Scotland. So she calls, hello, my name's Pamela, and it's all very
That's
strong.
Manchesterian.
Oh, how do I? Oh, I do it in my
Hello,
head.
I'm calling from Glasgow.
Yeah,
What's your name? Did you say when?
Pamela. I
Pamela?
can't do a Scottish
She
accent.
she probably wouldn't
anyway,
have answered you. It's insecure.
it was a touch difficult because if you're not from the UK, you'll probably know how difficult a Scottish accent is. I do like it, but it is a bit difficult. Anyway,
I love the
that's not the point.
Glaswegian accent. No, that's not
The
the
point is, she asked me a million questions and then proceeded to tell me that their system flagged because their system hadn't received my payment.
Their system took 8 days. Yours took
Mine
1.
was on time,
Yours
but
took
their
2
system
days.
is slow. So they called me to tell me that. I don't even know what the purpose of the call was. I just kind of hung up and left. I just was like,
Good.
yeah, I've sent it, bye.
Good. Good, because I tell you what,
Yes.
a proper certified accountant has advised you.
Yes.
Well, no, let's not
divulge that
No,
information.
okay.
But the point of me saying this is the news this week about the NHS.
Oh, not again.
Yes.
What now about the
So-
damn place? God.
Now, I'm so sorry if you disagree with us, but you know,
Nobody does
whatever.
really disagree, darling.
The government are going to wipe all student loans taken out by members of the NHS staff.
It's not quite like that.
Something like
It
that.
is like that. It is like that. Basically, 10%, 0.5%, wipe it out,
Oh, right,
whatever.
okay.
But only for nurses.
Yeah.
So if you have trained for 15 years to be a psychiatrist, or as in your case, you've trained for 8 years, you've studied for 8 years, and now you're qualified criminal psychologist, that counts for nothing.
That counts
However,
for nothing.
if you are a nurse, regardless of whether you turn up for work or not, doesn't matter. If you've borrowed money and you've chosen your career path as a nurse and therefore served the NHS, oh well, the world is your oyster.
Oh God, I can't cope.
No, I'm sorry.
Can't.
Everybody taking out a loan and signing the document the same as each other must be treated the same.
Yeah, it's so unequal. The thing is, Britain is very much equality, but they're the most hypocritical country. That upset me. But the good news is I did start a new TV series, which is potentially the best comedy I have seen since Schitt's Creek.
Oh, tell me.
Things I Should Have Done.
Oh, yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, we watched that together, didn't we?
BBC on iPlayer. If you don't have access to BBC, find a way. Just find a way. It's created and written by Lucia something or other, and I have followed her for many, 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 many years. I had no idea that she had this show out.
Darling?
Yeah, since the Tumblr days, I feel like since 2015. No, 2000 earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Followed her on what?
I think it was like Twitter, then it was YouTube. I don't know.
Really? It's wonderful that you took a liking to her.
I thought she's the creativity, the writing, the script. I nearly went like it's howling. It's laugh out loud.
There's another couple of things that are howling out loud. Obviously, Schitt's Creek. Obviously. But this is supremely dry.
It's
supremely clever. It's that one step up clever. It reminds me, I thought, oh, she's been watching, is it This Country? My Country or whatever, This Country. I thought she'd been watching that, but actually she's very, very different to the cast in that. And she's herself. And things in it, if it were not her and it were not for her absolute wisdom and talent.
So witty.
Then it would be... I don't know. It wouldn't be so effective.
Yeah, I think it's the Britishness of it as well.
Yeah, Britain is good. Let's just say one good thing about the UK: they can make
the
movies,
comedy,
and they can make working title. Hello, little shout out to working title films, the best ever. Very
good.
Yeah.
So that did cheer me up, and I do look forward to watching that because I just find it so funny. It's one of those shows that I know I will rewatch, like Schitt's Creek.
Oh yes,
I will rewatch it from the beginning.
Yeah, but it's funny that, isn't it? Finding those shows.
Yeah. So that's that. Also, I don't know if I have anything else. No.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it, but then I realised I might have already said it in a previous episode, like last week. I can't remember. Did I tell you about Gwyneth Paltrow?
Not her.
The Broadway
honey.
musical.
No, you haven't.
Oh,
I'm really not going to agree.
You know, we had that.
Drives me nuts.
Not Taylor Swift. I know you get them
both
most mixed up.
Both the same.
I think I did mention this last week, but she is coming out with her. Well, not her. Some company has created a Broadway musical based upon her ski trial story.
Oh, you did tell me.
The skiing saga is now becoming a Broadway musical.
Isn't
it? Yeah, they're really clutching at straws.
Oh my God, they're dry. They have to do that. Okay.
What about you? Anything to tell us?
Okay, do you know, it's been a weird week. I've been very emotional, haven't I?
Oh, you're crying all the time.
No, I haven't been crying. I've been laughing my head off and then crying my eyes out and then da-da-da-da-da. Because I am... There's going to be
going
some changes.
Through the men.
No, I am not. Oh, that's quite a fun time, actually, going through the menopause.
Yeah, okay.
I'm very, very lucky. I'm very, very lucky. It was like fun and great. No.
Convinced.
No, this is because I was very short on cocktails. No.
Oh, I see. You're detoxing. Yes, that makes sense.
You know what?
You did have a detox side effect.
I did. I went down from 3 glasses of wine to 1, and I had all the side effects.
Yeah.
I was shaky, trembling, nervous.
Yeah. You had the, what do you call it? What's that word?
Yeah, you had the... Yeah, anyway, tremors.
Anyway, whatever. No. Anyway.
Yeah, so it was a bit funny there. And I'm just trying to think of this last week. It's been actually really, really quite heavy in that I'm having to arrange a lot of things at the moment, work-wise, and
Upcoming move.
Upcoming move.
So there's a lot going on.
You know, people say that move is like the most stressful time.
That with the divorce, yeah.
Never ever been my stressful time, has
No,
it?
you've moved how many times?
Well, this will be my 41st move.
So
And
you're
this
a sort of
first time.
traveller.
Yeah, the first time. No, I'm not a traveller. This is the first time I have got a little sad.
She's emotional.
No, I'm not. I've had too much cocktail. No, a little sad, but that's all. Not much about my life because yours is so fascinating. So let's just stick with yours, darling.
Okay.
I've been drinking cocktails all week. That's for sure.
You have.
But because that's my detox.
The issue is
Come
here.
off the wine.
What's
Go
the call? What's the word?
What? Been suffering.
When you come off, I'm googling it now.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm actually
yes.
driving me.
Oh yes. When you come off anything, it's your. Don't put in that word.
Withdrawal. A withdrawal. You're having withdrawals.
I've come off the wine and onto the cocktails.
yeah.
It's quite a challenge.
It is indeed. And also, we're trying to not repurchase our liquor supply. So our bar is looking rather empty.
Oh no, we had
don't
another
want to
delivery this morning.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
big box.
Because
down
we're trying
in the-
not to buy too much more because we're travelling.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to get through that box. Box of what?
Surprise.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Exciting.
they say on the
Is it-
outside it just says mixed.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what it is, but I can hear the jingle jangle of
Did
the
you
bottles.
order it or is
no,
it a gift?
No, it's a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
getting sponsored.
Oh yeah. I managed to secret it downstairs. Well, actually, I stopped the mailman in his
course.
tracks and said,
Naturally.
"Come down to the storeroom." He was like,
Oh, Wenceslaw.
don't say his name.
He's not listening to this.
He might be. He might be.
Hello. I have a proposition
For me?
for you
Oh, a proposition. I love
about
those.
gentlemen and your thoughts.
Right.
Because I've got my opinion.
Right.
And I spoke to one of my best friends about this, and she's got her opinion, and they're quite opposite. And I just wondered what yours was.
Your opinion and your best friend opinion
Are
is
different,
opposite.
yes.
Do I know this best friend?
Yes.
Okay, what letter does she?
A.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, hang on. There's two A's. Which? Which?
M is the initial.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said,
Oh no, it could be two.
Oh my god.
Okay. With or without bebe.
Sin bebe.
Okay.
Sin bebe.
Sin bebe.
So we were talking about basically the concept of men with jewellery. I'm not talking yeah. And I mean, there's different levels to jewellery, it's quite an interesting concept. So
Okay.
somebody that I was in a sort of situationship with didn't...
Situationship. I love that.
I don't love that. Oh my god.
Oh, that is cool. A situationship.
Glad you find it funny.
I can assure you.
Oh god. He wore only one, like, what do you call them? They're like cloth friendship bracelety, like surfy tie-up bracelety things.
Yeah, I know.
Fine. And then one day he came to a location wearing a metal, like a silver ring and a matching silver bracelet, and it threw me off so much. I was just so repulsed and so shocked, and I just did not even know what was. I was giggling to myself so much.
First of all, I don't even know who this is, so that's quite exciting to find out. But the surfy thing is absolutely as cool as cucumber.
I love it.
If you are a surfer. If you're not, you're trying to impress.
This person wasn't.
Okay,
But
so if you've
it did have meaning.
If you have announced to this person you like surfing and then he wears it, that's absolutely
That's rank. No, that didn't happen. It did have meaning.
Okay.
And he wore that, and that was all fine and dandy. And there was also like another religious element to his jewels.
When you say another religion, that's not religious.
No, around the neck. That was a separate thing.
Okay.
So they were fine, and I'd known this person for like a year, and then one day he just turned up out of the blue.
I don't
Christmas.
know this. I don't know this.
Do you not?
No.
And he had
When was it after Christmas?
Yeah, and it was hilarious. He had this ring, this like silver and black chunky ring, and a matching silver and black chunky bracelet.
Oh my
And it was really
God.
evident that he'd got it for Christmas from his lady that I did not realise was his lady at the time, ergo the whole situation.
You know, I'm just like,
Oh,
who the hell is this?
what
'Cause I
drama.
can't imagine who this would be.
Oh my God.
So they had something religious around their neck.
Yeah.
And that was acceptable.
It was fine.
And they had a
the
circly
bracelet thing was
thing.
fine.
Oh, God, it's so hard for me to comment when I don't know who it is. After Christmas.
Post-Christmas. He turned up.
Hang on, though. It's only just gone, Christmas.
No. Years ago.
Oh.
Years ago.
Okay.
And he had, this silver and black bracelet ring set that was clearly purchased for him for Christmas.
It, though?
I couldn't stop laughing inside. Like, I think I snorted.
You better not have shown it.
I think I snorted. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. And I'm not saying the bracelet and the ring was wrong on general men, but on this particular person, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Would it have been okay on Johnny Depp?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, actually, Johnny Depp could wear
literally anything. But this boy... it just did not.
Giving it away now, boy.
It just did not. The vibe was off.
How many years ago was this? Because I want to guess who it was.
2 years ago.
2 years ago? And he was a boyfriend?
No, are you joking?
A
situation ship.
Oh, yes, a situation ship.
So, let's not guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, you're not asking me anything.
So that was that.
Yeah.
And then I dated somebody else who didn't wear a speck of jewellery or even a watch and found it all very bizarre and not for him.
Oh, that's not enough.
And then I know someone who's a friend but wears a lot of jewellery, but he's like really, really, really cool.
Okay, I know
and
who
like
that is.
intimidatingly
I know
cool.
who that is. I know who that
you know
is.
him.
Because he looks so cool.
He's so cool. And I just am so intimidated by his coolness and I will never match up to the coolness.
But you know what? You shouldn't be intimidated. It's a very humble cool. I know
he's
who this
lovely. He's the most lovely
He's a
person.
lovely, lovely
But he wears
person.
quite a lot of jewellery. And I've also seen guys in pearls.
Oh, no.
But it depends on the guy.
It doesn't. Sorry, no.
Harry Styles?
No.
He wears pearls.
Yeah, but he looks a lot of... I love Harry. If you want Harry, come and live with us or next door. But the thing
if you're listening.
But the thing is, take it down a notch, Harry, because...
It's quite a lot, yeah.
The thing is, when you think of the 𝘰𝘶𝘴𝘵 that he wears and the bright sort of...
And the nail polish.
No.
He does paint his nails.
No. 100,000,000%. No, I stop at that.
She's hit the limit.
No, we lock them all up in an island on their own and we ship them away and they never come back.
Institutionalise immediately.
Next door to Australia, they can go and
New
this
Zealand?
island if they want. And they're not allowed back. No nail polish on men.
Right.
And I don't even really like men who... I don't mind men who go for a manicurist to Trump. Is it called Trump's in Jermyn Street, London?
Is it?
Anyway.
I think that's a club.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Trump.
It must be something else. It's Trump.
Trump.
Anyway, it's a gentleman's... you're silly, you are. Gentleman's groomers. And the gentleman's groomers... And they can polish the nails. And when it's very polished and... Oh, no, I couldn't bear it to touch me. So, anyway, going back to... Go back to the jewellery, darling. Go back to the jewellery.
My question to you is, what do you think of men in jewellery? Like, where's your limit stand? Are you a no jewel? Like my friend AM, no, nothing. Maybe a watch. That's max. Nothing else.
Oh,
I like
this friend. Is so funny, isn't she? I know who it is.
Yeah.
No.
I like jewellery, but there's a limit. But I like it.
Okay. I think it depends on who they are. I think it depends how they wear it.
Yes.
So the friend who's super cool can wear it because he's tall, he's got long fingers, his whole business, his career, his attitude is so... It's humble and it's fashion. It's almost like Jean-Paul Gaultier wearing something, and that's completely acceptable.
Yeah.
And probably even for his girlfriend it's acceptable.
Yeah.
But my world, you're asking me.
Yeah, like would you date a guy who like had some earrings?
No.
Okay, that's a strong no. What about rings, regardless of wedding rings?
Let me say.
Right, sorry.
Okay, so if he wore a signet ring in gold on the little finger of his left or right hand would be acceptable. The most acceptable thing would be a watch, but it would have to be a very, very impressive watch.
Okay.
I mean, don't get it for free with your coupons at the gas station kind of watch.
No.
But
not a baby G.
But if he wore... No, but if he wore something like a what's that watch I want?
Rolex? Pearl?
No, not Rolex. What's
Omega.
a cool watch? Omega. So if he wore an Omega watch, or like something similar, probably not a Rolex actually, then I would be most impressed. If he wore something like, if Rolex made a very standardised sort of, what's the name of that film where all oh God, what's it called? They're called champions, and they're rowing, and they public school boys, and
I don't know.
What's the name of that film?
Is there a film, Chariots of Fire?
Yes. So if he were wearing a watch like they wore in Chariots of Fire, and it was by Rolex or any other
vintage, very old
thin
school,
vintage with a beautiful leather strap.
Yeah.
I would be completely bowled over.
Okay.
And Thomas pink shirts go with that. Lovely, really lovely. Silver and black jewellery set.
Oh,
Probably
if you'd
wouldn't
seen it.
I wouldn't be put off as much as you have. But it's difficult because of a different age. But I would never have been put off as much. But I would always go for the gold signet ring and the traditional brown leather strap watch.
Yes.
But very beautiful.
And
watch.
if he wore a bracelet of some kind, would it be all right, except for sort of like a leather bracelet or a surfy bracelet, or like
yes.
like a cotton threaded?
No, not cotton threaded. No.
Okay,
if
right.
it were
There's a limit
one
to the material.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine the cabinets in Harrods that have these, and they would be like the finest leather with maybe the teeny weeny bit of gold clasp to clasp.
Oh
it up.
yeah,
So,
like my cousin has or did have at one point.
Which cousin?
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, so that would look nice.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And what about, so rings, are we just sticking to wedding ring?
I don't even mind if they don't have a
a
wedding
signet ring.
Preferably
you
if
said,
they don't
that's
have a
fine.
wedding ring.
Well, preferably, yes.
Damn wedding rings all over the place.
I know.
But the gold signet ring I
fine,
like.
fine.
Yeah.
So like quite tradish.
Quite very traditional jewellery.
I'm-
But it's interesting because when I look at you, and I'm very into your boyfriends, aren't I? In terms of, let me just rephrase.
Pardon?
Let me just rephrase that.
Beg your finest pardon.
Let me just rephrase that. I'm very interested, not interested, no, not
So it's
invested,
getting worse?
not invested. I'm very interested.
Intrigued?
I'm interested in your boyfriend.
As in you have an interest
I have an interest
upon my behalf.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And no, on my behalf as your mother. So I approve or I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mostly
these
not.
boys that you bring home,
dear.
I do look. them
Don't
up and
make
down.
this sound like
I do look them up and down and decide what's good and bad. And if you brought home somebody like your friend who's super cool and he has jewelry on, I would suddenly think, oh blimey, that jewelry must be very cool.
Yeah. It depends on the person. For sure.
Yeah. But
Are you all right
But
then?
I do have a preference for you
Right.
bringing home ones with signet rings and watches, really.
Okay.
If they did wear a chain, if you brought somebody home in pearls, even
would
Harry,
take
I think he would probably come in the front door and out the back.
Take those
actually.
off. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know how far I think pearls might be my limit. I think we should take those off.
Or white beads.
I'm
even.
all right with an earring or two.
What? No, sorry, honey.
Sorry, Viam.
No, you need to actually. No, sorry, you need to change that. No man of yours is coming in here with an earring.
What about that guy I showed you
What guy?
on TikTok?
Well, you've shown me
The
50,000
farmer,
men, and
the farmer.
Oh, he might be a bit of an exception.
Yeah,
No.
see, I told you.
No, if you wanted to bring him home, you couldn't anyway because he's not the most intelligent.
He's a lovely person.
Yeah, but he's not terribly intelligent.
Who
Diane.
knows?
I do know.
You can't judge from a TikTok, can you now?
Yes, I can because there's quite a bit of detail in there. But I don't want you.
not.
Don't bring earrings home, please, unless you're wearing them.
Right.
Or they're a gift for you.
What about Johnny Depp? He wears earrings.
Well, we can change that, can't we?
I think he'd look naked without it.
Look, I might have to just
Make another exception.
let me rethink JD when he comes
God.
through the door because I
Okay.
might melt.
Right.
Then you wouldn't have to consider what I think. I don't think I can have a top up, can I?
I think we've both downed those cocktails. I've got one dribble left.
Oh, it's very potent.
That is really nice. So,
Do you know what that tasted like? Do you remember Splits ice cream with
No.
lollies with ice cream in the middle? You do.
Soleros?
Oh dear, you're one of the new kids on the block.
Yes, I'm not ancient. Do you mean
Okay.
Twisters?
No, go Splits.
What? Splits?
Raspberry Splits.
Soleros!
Okay, yeah. Well, it tastes nothing like
Oh
a
no, I
Solero.
know what you mean now. I've just clocked on. Yes. No, it tastes nothing like that.
Right, we disagree. Okay, what now, darling?
So,
That's enough for men, is it?
yes.
I do think you've got to be careful. Can I just say, you've got to be
Yep.
careful, men, Because we have put up with quite a bit. We've put
There's
up
a
with
lot
kilts on David
yeah.
Beckham. We've put up with
David
sarongs.
Beckham.
David's lovely.
Oh,
Isn't
I
he?
love him.
We put up sarongs on David Beckham, kilts on someone else. Can I just tell you what I'm not putting up with? Any form, even if you can sing like him, any shape or form of any kind of dress that resembles in any way what Sam Smith wore at the, what was it?
Oh, who even knows?
Was it
that?
Fashion Week?
I'm Googling it.
Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, I think.
Let me
It was
see. Sam
absolutely a mental home situation. I think it
Vivienne
was.
Westwood's fashion. He walked on the red carpet. Stopped
Yeah, he
immediately.
didn't walk. I don't know what he did. Let's not get too much into him.
Clomped
but
around.
I adore Vivienne Westwood.
Oh,
but
my
we're talking about
gosh.
men wearing things that are for females, and even that's not for a female. But he worries me.
Well, to be
'Cause
fair,
he's super talented, and if you wear that, you are starving
Now,
for attention.
you're not wrong with him. He's turned
Absolutely
I don't know.
psychiatric.
But to be fair, that's not really his fault. That's Vivienne's fault.
no, it's
That's
not.
Vivienne's design, and she chose him to walk her show. So he
Well,
has
hang on.
modelled her look.
I don't think that's right because Vivienne's no longer with us. So
Is she dead?
no, she died. Do you have to be so like
Vivienne
that?
Westwood?
Of course.
No.
Yes, she
I'm
did.
googling it now. Vivienne Westwood. What should I put? Death.
Yeah. About 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really up to date with that news.
Good
So-
grief, keep on it, girl.
I'm really behind. So Sam.
But you know this
modelled-
happens though. When Chanel was no longer available to do the stuff, Karl Lagerfeld did it.
Yeah.
And it's not Chanel. It's Karl Lagerfeld. Who designed
Awful
that?
nonsense.
There's no way Vivienne would have designed that. Maybe on a 6'6" black beautiful female model, but
Yeah.
not on Sam freaking Smith.
Do you know what Sam
I said
should focus
freaking,
on?
by the way.
Sam needs to focus on his music. I haven't heard anything released from him in years, and he keeps farting around in these bizarre outfits,
Well,
not
that's
really
what I
doing
mean.
anything.
Psychiatric, darling. It really is.
Ugh.
Right, let's get on to this now.
So, quite a lot has happened
Exhausted already.
in the royal
Oh, my favourite little
part
place
of the
to
world.
be.
Yes, indeed, very much so. So, in the last few days, Kate Middleton has released
There's no such person.
my most sincere apologies. What do you mean?
Do you mean Princess Catherine of Wales?
That's exactly what I meant there.
Well, then please say so.
My most. So, she released a Mother's Day photograph, of which was swiftly, what do they call it?
Criticised?
Notice to kill is what they say.
What did
I think.
they say?
Notice to kill.
What's that mean?
As in, the media send a notice to kill that photograph off of the internet.
And what do you mean? I'm really never. I know everything about the royals. What do you mean? Notice
So,
to
did you
kill?
see the photograph that she released with her
Of
children?
course, she didn't release it. Prince William took the photograph,
Yes.
and Kensington Palace released it.
Yes. There was a notice to kill.
What does that actually mean? Because it's never happened before. Who called it that, please?
Oh, I'd have to Google that.
Who called it that?
Oh,
No,
get
was
a
it? Was
Google.
it the press though?
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Notice to kill, photograph, Kate Middleton.
No, don't put Middleton because that's not her name. She's
Kill notice, yeah. Given kill notice by major photo agencies. So the issue was that there was claims of editing and, what do they call it, doctoring the photograph.
yeah. So it can't be used commercially. Yeah.
So they took it down. And
Who did?
Kate and her people, I don't know, representatives.
Right, not
and
her,
I've had
I'm
a little
sure you-
look at the doctorizations, and they're very minor. But her sort of response to it was to say that she's an amateur, amateur photographer. She likes to play around with editing, etc. Very, very
Hang
normal
on,
stuff.
Can I, if this is from E News, it better not be
No,
from
no,
E
no,
News because
no,
they
no.
are absolutely
I've done
not to
plenty
be
of
believed.
research.
Right. You think she herself responded?
Yes,
No.
well, or whoever
No,
that
she didn't.
made it sound like it was her. And she said that I think she tweeted or Instagrammed, and she said, "Oh yes, no, I love to play around with editing, just like any amateur photographer." So that was me doing that, basically. But a lot of conspiracy theories have stemmed from that, as they have
You
also
don't say.
from her sort of MIA.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because obviously she went to surgery in January. Was it January? February?
I don't know.
I don't remember. And people have speculated upon that.
People, can you just describe the people? Obviously from
I
the
can't
UK.
describe them because I don't know who they are.
People who've got nothing better to do, isn't it? Yeah.
So many people
Boring.
noticed that she wasn't wearing her wedding ring in that picture, so that threw everyone up in spirals.
Not everyone, not me, darling.
Not you.
Not people with something else in their lives
No.
other than to just... I absolutely despise these... I mean this. I'm going to use this word, please. I despise the people who start stirring up these ridiculous stories. Do you know why?
No.
Throughout the time they're stirring up these stories... Is this for me to react to?
Yes, it is.
Right. Just throughout the time they're stirring up these stories, they are criticising the press. Sorry... Who feeds the press? You do, guys. By stirring up absolute rubbish stories. You are feeding the press like with fodder. This is absolute rubbish. Of course she doesn't have her rings on. She's just not long ago had surgery. She's in recovery. She's probably on medication. You cannot wear rings when inflammation is possible and
that
infection is
what people
possible.
think. Yeah. So there's the conspiracy theorists, and then there's the people who retaliate against that, and they say, yes, she's not wearing that because her fingers are inflamed.
Right.
So you're on that team.
Well, of course I am. The others...
I agree.
The others are probably royal haters or something. Who would pick that up and run with that?
I would say they're cauldron stirrers.
What about picking up the lovely things that she was wearing? The beautiful Stay Always, Princess of Wales smile. The beautiful, beautiful children.
Well...
The adoration of the love between... the members of the family, and the beautiful photograph that William himself took, bless him.
I know. I do feel sorry for them because I thought, oh God, what a lot of drama over a photograph.
Drama is the word.
People have seen that. They've seen the fact that her face shape may have changed.
No, it hasn't. Shut up, people.
Due to potential
furious.
plastic surgery.
Oh, BSHIT. Absolute, total, complete and utter rubbish. These people get a life for crying out loud. I'm so cross.
I can tell. They also thought she might have had a BBL.
What's that?
A Brazilian bum lift.
Well, hang on a minute. You watch Love Island. I'm not. Yeah, I've seen you watch Love Island.
That's
so
got
can
nothing
we?
to do with it.
Please, can we have no more abbreviations in this house?
I don't come up with them, my love.
And B, can you stop dramatising the drama? So you're just as bad.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm just stating
You
the facts.
might have guessed my reaction.
Yes, I know.
Right, William is innocently taken a very, very beautiful family photograph in which Catherine, Princess of Wales, as is who she is sitting there innocently with her adoring children, whom she adores, and taking a photograph to show the world absolutely before she's really ready, before the doctors have said she's ready, just hopefully to shut those idiotic people up. And also because she is serving the country and she feels it only right to let them see that she is healthy and fine. And
yeah, I think that backfired.
I'm literally furious. And you know me, I never get furious.
So here's the thing.
Right.
Some people are questioning as to why that she's able to pose outside of hospital after a few hours after birth, all made up and everything. Yeah. But she needs weeks/months of recovery after this mysterious abdominal surgery.
It's not mysterious.
So people are wondering what it is and why she can't be photographed and why she can't be seen. And why
Nobody said she couldn't be photographed.
Well, that is what they're saying.
I know they are. But firstly, it's not a mysterious illness and it's not a mysterious operation. It's her private health situation that is private, people.
Yes, but people say if you're royal, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can with health. You can with medical. And also, you're saying, what was the other thing you said?
Just about why she was able to pose outside the hospital just a few hours after birth, looking all glam.
Because the birth was a birth. It wasn't a different kind of abdominal operation that required surgical recovery. It was surgical... it's
an event.
It's basically a much more presumably common and easily recoverable operation when you have a baby, or just it's not even an operation.
So what do you think was wrong with her then? Why did she have this surgery?
Do you know what? I won't let myself think.
Okay.
However,
because it's her business.
Well, no, not because it's her business. It's because she is more important to me. I love the role. She's more important to me than what she was in hospital for.
Right, fair
her
enough.
Her recovery is more important to me. Her smiling with her children and her husband taking the photo is more important to me. Because I have a life. Excuse me. And the other thing is, one thing that drove me crawling up the wall is I accidentally, and it wasn't on purpose, I completely accidentally saw, because I tried to get off this stupid, absolute craze of media.
You were on the Daily Mail website?
No, I was not. Good grief, they've got a lot to answer for. I saw that somebody, and then of course I got hooked, I couldn't stop. I saw somebody say, oh, why is she taking so long to recover? I don't know. Perhaps she's had this, perhaps she's had that. Yeah. I really don't know. And somebody said, well, I think she's had a hysterectomy. And then the next person says, a hysterectomy? Ha ha ha. I had a hysterectomy. Ha. I was out the next day walking. And I thought, yes, you sound to me as if you were. It sounds to me as if you're English and you're in England. Sounds to me as if the hospital needed a bed. That's a familiar thing, isn't it, happening where you come from? That's what I thought. Well, I'm furious. She is going to be the Queen of England.
I know, I agree. People need to leave her alone, let it rest.
No, but I mean, what if she were to get an infection? It would affect the entire
royal family. I think that's what
family.
it is, yeah. I think she's in recovery longer than the average person.
Of course.
Because she's literally more important.
Of course. Aren't I angry?
Just a touch there.
I'm absolutely trembling with anger.
People were concerned about why, or not concerned, curious as to why it was within weeks of Charles announcing his sort of well-being.
Well, that's the wrong way around. That's rubbish.
What do you mean?
Well, she had some surgery planned, and the ideal date for considering all of her obligations to the nation was decided upon, at which time she was admitted to the said hospital.
Yes.
After that, or about the same time, the King was admitted for something ordinary, and then, as we hear only a bit too often, that while he was there, oh well, they've discovered something else, and then that is also private. So can you just all, really seriously, I'm telling you now, can you all of you drama queens and drama kings just get off the Instagram, please?
What about the non-binaries?
I don't. Ooh. Can we just shut up? Can you just shut up and go and cook your children's fish and chips? Ooh. Because that's all you're good for.
Oh my God.
No,
we're going to sign off here.
You're only good for cooking fish fingers and chips.
I was going to make fish cakes this week.
Oh, don't make any.
No, homemade though.
Yours though?
Yes, yours. My homemade ones.
Your ones, yes. I like your stuff.
Good. I think we should sign off before you get any
more irate.
We're not going to
have those pretend breadcrumbs, are we?
No, I'm going to DIY everything.
Oh, lovely. I'd love that.
Would you?
Yes,
Good.
yes, please.
Wonderful. Anything else to add before we sign off?
Can I just apologise?
Yes, please do.
Because if I got very, very angry, I know that I would sound loud and sort of shrieky and sort of not my normal self. And I wouldn't want to do that. But don't edit this, darling, because I think people should know. I'm very, very cross about it. And did I say anything about the student loan nurses thing?
Yes, we discussed that at the beginning.
Good. Well, I'm just had a little cocktail. Right. But the thing is, that's got to stop as well, because I'm sorry, students choose a career, they choose to be a nurse, they're doing nursing jobs, they pay their loan back. Same as everybody, if you're taking a degree to be a milkman, not that we do have milkmen anymore, but if you are, you also pay your student loan back like everyone else.
Join us next week, where I will be continuing with Moaning Myrtle.
Can't we do a nice podcast where I'm just sort of jolly?
Unlikely.
Well, you bring up the very things, don't you, that rattle me?
Yes, I do.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now what are we going to do? We're
I'm going to make dinner. Puttanesca tonight.
Oh, puttanesca.